Nutrition to reduce aches and pains. That's what we're going to talk about today. Are you experiencing different pains in your body? Maybe arthritis. You recognize that you may have some inflammation going on in your body. I'm going to share with you some foods that you can use and some other things that can help you with aches and pains. This video is for you if you are a woman over 40. I am Robin-Nutritionist, and I help women over 40 use food and nutrition to thrive in your body. And I also help you use food and nutrition to manage. All right, let's get into it. Sometimes you don't realize that the aches and pains in your joints and stiff joints has to do with the food that you eat. Now, if you are in an accident or you have an injury, that's something different. But generally, if your body is just achy, there's a couple of things that I want to say about nutrition and then some other things. So let me start with the nutrition part. First, let me start with the foods that really exacerbate pain. And you've heard it before, and it's hard to grasp this because sugar, for example, it's an over time mistreatment of our cells and an overabundance of what does not serve us that builds up and then creates inflammation in our body. So just because you ate one piece of pie on Tuesday, isn't going to mess up the whole system. But over time, if we're filling our bodies with the foods that don't serve us and then we're not detoxing or eliminating, it builds up. So sugar is an inflammatory agent that can bring about aches and pains. So if you have a series of aches and pains, I'm going to recommend that for 10 days to pull back on some of these foods and see how you feel. So sugar is one of them that is a inflammatory food. Then I'll share with you some anti-inflammatory foods. Alcohol, fried foods, the stuff we like, y'all, that's the problem. The stuff that we like, the stuff that's pleasurable, the stuff that's available, the stuff that is bringing on these other issues. And unfortunately, every time you eat something, it doesn't just like send a shockwave through your body, because if it would, we wouldn't do it. It actually gives us pleasure. So it's hard to relate the two, right? And then the other one would be refined carbs, which would be your pastas in some cases, your certain breads and chips and snacks and all of those things. But let me tell you what helps. And this is not an exhaustive list. This is just a summary. So some things that help with reducing inflammation: green tea, berries, pineapples, turmeric, celery, salmon. Those are some anti-inflammatory foods, and you're not going to go wrong with flooding your body with lots of leafy greens and produce, right? So just it's when you're giving your body fun foods, you always want to give your body more of the foods that serve us so we can counteract those things. So I'm never going to tell you not to have fun foods that you enjoy and desserts and things. But I'm going to always say, put more of the good stuff in your body. So when it comes to inflammation, also from a cellular level, our cells need oil. Like your car needs oil. You wouldn't go very far for very long if your car did not have oil and you're trying to drive it. Same with your cell. We're trying to ask our bodies to do all these wonderful things, but it doesn't have the lubrication, the cellular lubrication to do what it needs to do. And where does that come from? So that a powerful lubricant for the cells are the omegas. So the fish oil is what usually comes to mind. Fish oil. Now, or your omegas. I take a plant-based omega because the omega comes from algae. The fish eat the algae, and then that's where it comes from. And I take a plant-based omega because I still eat fish, but it doesn't have any mercury. And it's just a healthier form of the omega, and it's super, super powerful. So I try to balance the amount of mercury and who knows whatever else I'm getting in my body. So I go with those plant-based omegas, and I'll put the information down there. But it's lubrication for your cells. When you are getting what your cells need, food, you're physically eating food, and then there's a couple of supplements that I'm going to recommend in just a second to help you reduce pain and inflammation. Some of the other contributors that contribute to aches and pains and things going on in our bodies as women over 40 is menopause, hormonal changes. It just, it can jack us up, y'all. So we have to be so intentional and so proactive in paying attention to what we eat and what we do, even doing movement, because over time, these joints and this body will lock up, right? If you don't move it, it's going to be not as easy to move it in the future. Exercise is not my strong point. So I'm teach that which I need to learn. Like when I remind you, I remind me. Some other things, I'm going to tell you about supplements in a second, but some other things that may be useful with pain, think about this, is acupuncture, visiting your chiropractor. These are folks that are maybe good to have on your wellness team that give you tune-ups. The supplements that really help nutritionally or help you with aches and pains. Vitamin D3 with K2, absolutely. Magnesium, omegas, and I use a berry supplement. Eating berries it's berries concentrated. And I eat berries, but I take a encapsulated berries, and berries is super, super powerful for inflammation. So combined, it just helps from a cellular level, in addition to the food, keep your body running, working, lubricated with the cells and so forth. So you can feel a reduction of your aches and pains. Try that. Try that and let me know what you discover. If you need more support, I'm always here to do that. I have a community, the Necessary Nutrition community, and 10 days out of every month as a group, we eat clean. We focus on removing the foods that do not serve us, and I guide you through flooding your body with what does for 10 days. I mean, you can do anything for 10 days. And what's good about it is it's just 10 days and you're eating. So you're not depriving yourself from any food. You're just giving your body the powerful nutrients so that you can see how you feel when you do that. And we do that systematically every month for 10 days because it just gives us a reset. Because again, I'm never going to tell you, never eat peach cobbler or never have some of the things that you enjoy. But when you do those 10 days every month, it helps to pull you back in. And that is when you are a member of Necessary Nutrition, that is a part of what we do, amongst other things. My superpower is helping you get your nutrition in order. And when you are a part of the Necessary Nutrition community, I do a personalized nutrition workshop with you to make sure that everything is all balanced up for you, according to you and your lifestyle and all those good things. So I'm going to put that below with I mentioned some supplements and then the Necessary Nutrition community. Love to have you lock arms and support you on your journey and help you thrive in your body. I think that is it. Like, for instead of you in these YouTube streets, hit the notification bell, subscribe, leave me a comment. I absolutely will respond. And I think that's it. Eat well, think well, and be well. Until we meet again, this is Robin, nutritionist from Necessary Nutrition. Take care.